Alright, let's sit before I head on the road to practice. That's gonna be a long drive. All by myself. Oh, morning. Music down. Hi. I'm here at Mount Solo Middle School. Probably better. 63 miles from home. I got 53, almost 54 miles a gallon though. That's cool. I got a friend. Literally got a Facebook friend request while I was sitting here. Anyways, so yeah, so me being me, practice starts at 9 o'clock. And I'm here at 8:36. Two guys going out there. They have a football. I don't know for sure. They came here in a Leaf. So, I shouldn't judge people. But yeah, I brought, because I'm strange. You guys can't even see. Pads and helmet. Mouthpiece right there. I was hoping if I got here early enough, I could find like a porta potty or something. But, being a middle school, they probably don't have a porta potty around here because the kids would tip it over. So, I got like number 2, but I can hold it. I'm a big boy. I was just hoping if I got here early enough, I could, at least number 1, get over constantly because they're crazy and need to exert strength and be like, I'm strong, we're strong, we tipped over a porta potty, we're being bad boys, or something like that. I should probably get out and walk this little covered strip because I've been sitting in the car for over an hour. Stop playing music. Anyways, they turned it down and I didn't turn the car off yet. So, fun. It's been playing music this entire time. Because like Pandora's like, you muted it. Of course it doesn't realize it with the Bluetooth because it's still piping through. It's the car that's muted, not the device that's muted. So, yeah, like the guys come over here, they're in a Leaf. Ladies walking the track. What there is of a track. There is a shape. There's no lines on it that I can see. I should probably get out and stretch my legs, not be the goober. It's just sitting in the car, being an old man. I don't know why I did that. I will see you guys probably after practice because I'm not going to have anybody to film for me. I mean, obviously I want to film myself, but I don't have anyone to hold the camera, nor do I. Well, I probably might, but I don't trust anyone. I should take this jacket off. It's soaking wet, and I don't want it to be. It's a grass field. My butt has all the wet on it. So we're going to put a little paper towel underneath there. Quasi-absorb things. What did you do? I want to drive there. Really? That's going to be faster? Well, the other route only takes an hour. I'm trying to get to Hare Field so we can go see Willie ball out against probably the easiest team they're going to play. Everybody's packing their cleats off. Again, I'm sorry guys, I don't have any film because, well, it was raining and I don't have my tripod. And like I said, there's no one to film. So, we didn't have many guys because the PNFL is starting up right now. And so, that's fun. But I got in a bit at safety. Then they moved me down. Then I moved down to outside linebacker. I was starting out with receiver. Not sure necessarily what was going on with that. But again, I'm in that mode where I'm blah blah blah. This knee didn't get it so much. I kept sliding with my right foot out. That's because I was left outside linebacker, so I break off my right, and after a while the cleats got so much grass and mud in them, it's just like, yeah, that was fun. I need to get FUD. Pokemon event today. James. Sean Fields and Adriana Franco, happy birthday. Max commented on my post. What? He's like, it says looking for candidates for my 2018 linebacker anthem, and it's like one of these things is not like the other. Feel Invincible by Skillet, And Will I Become by 3 Days Grace, Worlds Collide, Power Man 5000, This Is Gonna Hurt, 6 a.m., I Wanna Go, Britney Spears. Come on. And Mac's like, Britney Spears is on that list? To each their own, I guess. Yeah, come on, bro. You need to listen to the song. Anyways. Oh, Tim wasn't here because he's apparently in Chicago. I'm losing my mind. I'm supposed to drive like this? I need food. Alright, I made it. Looks like they're on offense. Nope, that's not a touchdown. I just stepped in up to see if I can find Willie. There he is. There he is. Number 7. I thought it was 9 for some reason, but I'm old and I forget. How did... God damn. Ended. What the hell? That's like the farthest any team has to travel almost.
Oh, Bellingham.
Yeah.
They scored 3 touchdowns in 4 minutes. They probably scored again. Watch. And they weren't trying to score, they were running the ball.
Oh no. Oh God. Bye-bye. Everything needs to be in focus here. They've moved to a running clock because it is 48-0. We are halfway through the 3rd quarter because the clock is just running. The game is right back there. So I have been filming, as you guys seen, but Willie's not on the field, so if I'm not on the field, and it's not a game that I need to pump up my... Ooh, hi. Quarterback's making a run for it. Oh, a flag on the field. On the defense? Effectively, we will be playing these guys sometime this season. The lighter uniforms. If you guys remember last year, see if I can zoom in far enough. Lamp it. Oh God, my hand shakes too much. Big old guy there, 75. Willie's not in on offense anymore. Probably because they have receivers that want to have a chance, like Fleming. Justin Fleming. Might get to talk to him after the game. He knows me, in theory. All right, let's get this. Oh, this would be the time when I'd be asking Aaron to get down to the other end of the field. I'm so bad at this filming thing. I'm much better at vlogging. Did they get an interception? They're like super happy they got an interception. That's saying something. I mean, obviously I'd be happy if I got an interception too. There he is. There he is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Willie.
Come on, baby.
Oh my God!
You'd think that was Willie, but it's not.
Discipline.
They might knock off 50. Good kick. They're afraid to touch that.
Come on.
I'm playing.
Hey, Willie! Willie! Get behind the ball!
Have you?
I slipped on my first attempt at a pick. I got a tackle. Should have had a pick.
I caught you
Trey stole one from me.
near the end of the half. I caught you as you blasted that guy near the end zone.
Oh yeah,
I caught that on tape.
Scored 2 touchdowns. Only had 2 catches. So it was a good day. I really wish I would have caught one of those picks, but next time. That's the first time anybody ever throw at me like 4 times. Yeah, it was crazy. I was right next to him.
So I'll see you later for chest.
Most likely.
Remember, gym closes at 8 on weekends, so.
Oh, that's right. Huh?
So like 6 o'clock is like about the time that'll be good. Well, Aaron and I just finished up at The Rock. I got a 12-inch pizza to myself. The guy set it down on like the thing. He's like, so do you want 1 or 2 slices? I was like, or how many slices do you want, 1 or 2? And I went, all of them? He's like, oh, you're gonna eat the whole thing? And I'm like, that's why I order it. And Aaron's here, and we had that one thing before. It was like, you're eating the whole thing? Somewhere else, they were trying to serve it up to me, and
it's not that big a pizza.
yeah, that wasn't that big of a pizza. Like, some places have a 10-inch personal pizza. And that's only 2 inches more.
Yeah.
Which is like an inch on each side. I understand that is by annulus math, that is a lot of pizza. But yeah, so I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna let this food sit for a little bit, and I may head to the gym. I'm not sure what Willie's feeling up to and whatnot. I took this because I was like, it's probably gonna be wet. So I'm like, I took 2 paper towels and put them down on the seat because, yeah. Morning. It is 8:56. protein shake. Someone just did a U-turn. I'm supposed to. Heading down to go pick up Willie for chest. I was gonna do it yesterday, but got home, went to Wood-Fired Pizza, came home, had to take a little bit of a nap because I ate such a big pizza that I kind of got a food coma, and then I was also exhausted after practice to an extent. So food coma plus practice exhaustion, and I just had to lay down for a little while. And by that time, it was Willie was exhausted from his game. So yeah, that's what happened there. Then Aaron and I wound up watching Divergent last night once I got my wits about me. I was starting at like 8:30 or something like that. We're gonna watch the other 3 as soon as we can find them, or the other 2. There's a 3rd section of a different movie that's coming out, different franchise, and it reminded me of the one with the Maze Runner, and I was like, I'd really like to watch that all the way through. It looks fairly interesting, but again, what do? There's only so much teen angst and end of the world stuff you can deal with outside of, Hunger Games and the 100. I think I can handle that. And then Aaron's like, well, what about that Insurgent thing? I was like, oh, I was kind of interested in that too, so we're gonna be watching those. And so, yeah. That's right, get out of my way. Anyways, Willie's to go get him for the gym. Today is conference games. Patriots, Jaguars. Vikings, Eagles. I'd say vote, but this ain't gonna go up until tomorrow, so you're all gonna know. So it's like, why vote in the comments now when the video's already live after we already know who we won? You see how I don't know it'll work? Yeah. So that's what's going on there. Maybe we'll get like the day after recap Willie's game. Because we got the after game, but then he was like pumped and everybody's doing this and whatnot. So yeah, I have to tell Willie something so badly. And I told Aaron, and Aaron's like, just a gaff. I gotta tell Alex. When it comes down, I tell you guys, like, when it comes down to like, I've got Aaron as my significant other. The next step down is most likely Willie. And the next step down, which really only comes to like the same person but on the internet, is probably Alex. And I haven't even known him that long. It's just that when you're on the internet, things can, I don't know. Like, I'm just itching to tell him football stuff all the time. Or just even general jokes about stuff. Not even like what was my Snapchat yesterday? When I don't want to take my camera out because the weather's too crappy, none of your receivers are going to show up. And we had linemen working as receivers because I need defense reps. I don't need to be, like, I'll do offense and I'll run routes and I got the stuff, but it's just like, I need my defense right now. So, yeah. Please. Now that Willie's digested his game and is not exhausted anymore, what did I miss in the first half?
I had 2 catches for 2 touchdowns. They were both like, first one was like 30 yards.
There's a link in the card to the full game if you guys want to watch it. My
touchdowns are at 1 minute and like 20 something seconds, or 1 minute 40 seconds, and then 17:30.
I'll find him.
Is my second touchdown.
I'll find him and I'll put the little words right here.
Somewhere, yeah. So I had 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, probably like 60, 65 yards. I could have had a pick 6, but I slipped during going for it, and I still tackled the dude, but that one hurt my pride because this dude was ass.
But yeah, you're watching within this league, the PNFL, you're watching the number 1, or at least the top, because it's sort of like it's always a toss-up between the Sentinels and the Mafia.
The worst team you've ever seen play football.
Yeah. Like, these guys, you guys blew out the Cavs more than Shelton blew out Southridge. That was only 60-0. This was 68-0, 61-0. And you guys pulled off in the last half. That Eugene team did not. They just kept going for it. Because in JV, there's no mercy rule. In PNFL, there's no mercy rule.
There is none. They just turned on the running clock. So yeah, the second half was just all running clock. It was kind of a joke.
It was literally half an hour of a game.
They didn't score at all. They didn't get close.
They never got, as Tyler was telling me, they never got past the 50.
They never got
They, like, if they punted from the 10, like if their guy, like if they punted from the end zone and they were on the 10, they'd punt it to the 30 or the 42.
Their biggest play was the play I slipped and that dude caught it, and that was just for like 10 yards. That was their biggest.
Oh,
play.
really?
That was their biggest play of the day. Honestly, that's the play where they got most yards off of not penalties.
Yeah, and they have how many? Okay, so there's 5 teams total, and do you play each team twice? According to the thing that I saw the PNFL post yesterday, there was you,
Rough Riders, Buzzards, Cavs, us,
Sentinel.
Sentinels, and there's somebody else.
because they only posted 5 teams yesterday because the Buzzards didn't play, and they placed their rankings. There may have been 6, but one of them may have flopped.
Probably
through.
dropped out, yeah.
So there's only 5 teams. So your schedule is 10 weeks? No, because you guys have
It's like 8 weeks.
because that
Week
would
8 is the last game. So it's like we play.
each team twice.
I think so, yeah, because we have a bye next week. Then we play somebody, play somebody, play somebody. I think we have another bye later, and then play somebody, play somebody. Play somebody.
You kind of have to have a bye when you have an odd number of teams, because somebody can't play.
Exactly.
That would leave 2 games being played every week. So yeah, okay, I get it. So you guys are going to play the Cavs again, and they're going to play the Buzzards and the Sentinels. Like, I'm not sure how that Rough Rider game's going to go, considering, but the Rough Riders were holding the Sentinels pretty close.
That's what I heard. Yeah, they're pretty good.
They were, at halftime, it was 0-0 between the Sentinels and the Rough Riders.
And I know the
And at
Sentinels ended up
halftime for his
beating
game,
the
it was like
40
42 or something?
48.
48-0. If the Cavs make it out of the PNFL, I'm not sure they're going to make it. Like, I was telling Malcolm, I don't know if the Cavaliers are literally going to be alive, because they're going to have to play the Mafia a second time unless they're too injured. And you guys are going to go back at them harder.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know how weak they are.
That
and
was
the Sentinels
an
are
exhibition
going
game. That was us, like, working out the kinks.
Anyways, back to my practice. I'm like really hopeful for this new quarterback. He's young, he's spry, he's a go-getter. He's like got that quarterback DNA. And his name is Steele. I mean, it's like Willie said, it's a quarterback name. It's like Gunner.
It is.
Oh my God, I asked someone, you're gonna get this, because obviously you've seen Michael Keaton Batman. One of our guys, he's really young, I think he might be underage, but anyways, he's like, so what's the difference between shotgun and pistol? And I'm like, okay, pistol is like standing kind of behind the center, and like shotgun is further behind the
So
center.
pistol is the quarterback's at 3 yards.
It's a short distance.
Under center, he's obviously under center. Shotgun, he's 5 yards.
And he's like, so what's long snapping? Oh, have you seen Batman's with Michael Keaton? No, that's gonna miss you. He's like, just pull the Joker gun out.
Yep.
That's a long snapper. Gotta admit, Aaron's joke was good.
It was. I cracked up at it.
It was, I'm not sure if I got that on video, because that was at Friday night. So you're the backup center? Does that mean you suck? No, it means back up. Hashtag long snapper. And I was like, okay, Aaron, that was pretty good. It took you 4 years to finally get a good football joke, but you got them. I'm going to drop him off. We've got conference games today. And as I said, vote in the comments, but, you know, this video is going up the day after they're up, so we already know.
Oh, yeah.
We already know that the Vikings won.
And they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because
He says hopefully, and I'm trying to say like this is Monday, and we know the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl.
Right? I can't, dude. I can't be cocky, especially after last week. Shit scared the fuck out of me.
But that's the thing. That's the Saints. The Eagles are kind of less.
True, but still, we have a fucking knack for fucking making games way closer than they should be.
As much as I do like Tom Brady as a general quarterback and the Patriots as a general team, I really hope some of those Jags just slap that hand a couple times too many. Because that's his throwing arm, and it'll just, you know. That's a dirty trick. It's a dirty tactic. You know, that's like if you know on one of your teams, if you're a pass rusher and the quarterback's hand is like sore or something, yeah, whack that hand again. Keep whacking. Like, if he, like, goes to the sideline and it gets bandaged up, hit it again. Keep hitting it. It's dirty, but it's football. And if you're a pass rusher, you're in the trenches. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's... Just don't, like, hold his hand and don't get a penalty, but slap it. Slap it. Just keep hurting that hand. It's sort of like with, if you're jamming a receiver. If a receiver doesn't want to get hit and you get a jam on every single time, they're going to get even more evasive. Even squirrelier. And pretty soon, they're not going to... They ain't like this guy. They don't get better when they get squirrelier.
No, what? They don't?
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go drop him off and go make sure Aaron's awake. There comes the rain. Not quite enough. I mean, the car's right over that. Oh, this is a really thin shirt. I just got a cold water up on my nipple. Oh God, that was. Oh, it's hitting my belly button. He's got a thicker shirt on than I do. Well, it's like Willie, we were out there and he goes, is it hailing? I'm like, no, these are just really big drops because that's what Portland does. But these are like thin little piercing ones. Anyways, so between practice and then Willie's game and then we haven't heard much from you this weekend. Like really, it was just after the Rock, and then that stuff happened. So, what have you been doing?
Whole lot of nothing. Well, I folded all of my clean clothes, which didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Which, I mean, that's kind of always the way it is, right?
Yeah. Sort of like vacuuming. I don't vacuum much. I mean, I also like to have, like, productive vacuuming. It's like, I don't just want to vacuum.
Just to vacuum. You want to actually get stuff.
Yeah, because, like, even at G351, when I was vacuuming, like, once every 2 weeks, I didn't have to empty that bucket thing for, like, a couple months.
Yeah.
And that was a full 3-bedroom apartment. This is ours.
Yeah.
So I wait, like, 6 months. I kind of vacuum when I realize that maybe the allergies are kicking up a bit more. That means there's a lot of stuff settled in.
Yeah.
To the carpet. Or I just... Actually, what caused me to do it recently is you and I have been doing yoga at night, and I'm like, okay, get down there onto the floor, and there's just crap on my hands, and like, I could like get down to the carpet for the vinyasa flow, and I'm like looking around, been like, oh my God, this carpet is super dirty.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I've been playing WoW a little bit. Got one of my quests out of the way.
Card for his video about... He did last...
Oh, yeah, I put together a video of,
He actually recorded it last week, but... About the Bitcoin proof of stake stuff.
Yeah, proof of stake versus proof of work, because I couldn't find anything good on it. And of course, after I posted it, there's a dozen recommended videos of it.
It's because there's other guys that have been doing this stuff for a while, and they researched it, but... How many people do ladder drills? How many videos can you find of ladder drills? How many videos can you find... Like,
yeah.
You know, how many football uniform suit-ups can you find? And I still have mine up there with like 500,000 views.
So yeah, it's there. It's probably right here.
Here. That reverses it, and the cards go up there.
Oh, cards are always in the same place.
Yep. We don't have they took away annotations.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. And they took away annotations at the end of September. They still work if they're on older videos, but you cannot add them in anymore. They're trying to push end credits.
End cards.
It's end screen is what it is.
Oh.
And cards.
Gotcha.
Because they're easier because they work on mobile. And Chromecast.
Yeah.
Annotations didn't work on either of those, so.
That makes sense.
But anyways, we need to go get grocery shopping done so I can get home and at least watch the last half of the Jags and Patriots game.
And we looked it up during, was this lunch? While eating pizza. And the whole Good Place, Jason Mendoza, Jaguars thing is like bleeding into real life, and he's becoming a fan, it sounds like, which is really cool.
Yeah, he's hoping that maybe the actor hopes that maybe he can be a part of the tugboat parade when they win the Super Bowl.
When they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because...
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, how long have you guys been planning the perfect parade for Jacksonville or something? I just makes me think of the duck boats in Seattle, and like those things are like not in a thing anymore because they were like horribly uninsured and had too many accidents, and duck boats are bad. Screw you, Seattle. Okay, so I guess Jason Mendoza from the Good Place. Actually, well, no, not gonna give away spoilers. He's going to be very. He's actually going to be very excited at the fact that the Jaguars even got to the championship, to the conference championship. But he keeps wanting them to win the Super Bowl, and they ain't gonna go to this. They ain't doing that. They lost to the Patriots, but that was at least a good game. I've been talking with Willie and Alex. More Willie than Alex. Should probably do a suicide check on Alex. That was a systematic dismantling of the Vikings. They were the #1 defense in the NFC, and they just lost 38-7.
Jesus.
Yeah, Aaron has been playing Hearthstone and doing. That thing's tweaking out over there. You may want to go check what's going on. The sell orders were boing, 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 boing.
Yeah.
I saw rapid movement and figured you may want to look at it.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Rapid movement is normal. It's when the whole thing goes.
Yeah, this looked like 3 stair steps. It went up and then went down, up and down. That's what I mean. Like the moving back and forth. I would get. See.
Yeah. See, this is what I was thinking of. That's normal.
Yeah. No. This was it green and red? We'll call that. Yeah. The green was like there was like stair steps, then no stair steps, then stair steps, then no stair steps.
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying, like, because I only really look at these. I know this thing screams by. I know this thing screams by. Yeah. I know this thing is like dee 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 dee, and then it like does a mass refresh.
Yeah.
It doesn't like speed by. It's just like.
Sometimes it speeds by. When it does the that's because of either latency or ridiculous numbers of stuff at once.
Yeah, but like it's going too fast.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But typically, as I've seen it, it just like refreshes. Because I usually only look at Aaron's screen when something busy's going on. I gotta stop drinking fluids. But that was a systematic dismantling of the Vikings. It was a sad game to watch. Like the whole fourth quarter, I was just staring at my phone. Because I wanted to keep the TV on just in case something happened. I mean, the Patriots came back from a decent down in the fourth quarter. No, the Vikings could have gotten their gumption back up, and they didn't. But according to Willie, they were projecting the Vikings were going to go 2-14 this year. So making it to the NFC Championship is a big deal.
Yeah.
So
last night we watched Divergent, and tonight we're watching Insurgent. I'm enjoying them. They aren't like masterpieces of modern cinematography, but they're fun. What do you think?
I'd like to get through the full story. Each of the Harry Potter movies is like an adventure in and of itself, but these are a trilogy intended to kind of tell an overarching story.
Yeah.
This seems much more than Hunger Games. Seriously. There's a busy little helicopter every other day, really low flying, and I'm not sure, it's got to be Nike. It's the only place I can think of there'd be a helipad around here to fly that low.
Yeah.
Anyways, I want to get on to the movie because we need to get to normal bedtime. It's 7 o'clock. We're going to watch that movie. We still have to wait another hour for pizza to get here.
There was some big sports event, so everyone got backed up on pizza.
Morning. I've done my suicide checks of my Vikings fans. They're fine. Alex was actually fine because he kind of joked, but it was that weird sort of like, if your 2-year-old wasn't with you, were we going to have a problem here? She was like, I had my 2-year-old, so that helped the problem. I was like, if your 2-year-old wasn't there, would we be having a problem? Tells you I've been around a lot of people on the edge of stuff when I'm just sort of like, was that a joke? Were you trying to be funny? Because that sounded very funny. Like, if the Vikings had lost in, like, a normal, decent score, like a 35-28, I wouldn't be worried. But they literally just took them apart. it looks like cheating in a way. It was so bad.
Oh, God. So I don't follow many sports people on Facebook, but I saw at least 3 different posts of, God, if they haven't been cheating so much. Ugh.
About the Patriots?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you do have a fair bit of friends that people have just friended you and accumulated stuff from semi-pro world. And a lot of people have been posting because there's a picture that was caught at the right time. You know, it's sort of like, as we were saying, you know, last week on the vlog, don't take one picture and generalize to a country.
Yeah.
So at the right time, the ref can be confused as smiling when he's surrounded by Patriots after a touchdown. What he's actually doing is trying to stop the Patriots and the guy from getting into a fight. So he's like, hey, and he's putting his arms out. But in this sort of look with his arms out, surrounded by a bunch of Patriots, it looks like he's celebrating their touchdown. So people are looking and tainting the imagery because of their feelings, and that's what's basically going on. Oh, they shouldn't have called that. They shouldn't have called that
Pass interference?
pass interference. And I'm like, that was blatant pass interference. I've been in football for 5 years, and I know that's pass interference. You literally just can't. It's like I may not know holding or face masking for in the line and on the trenches yet and all that jazz. And you shouldn't have really called that one. It was sort of a mistake. No, I was a corner. I know what pass interference is. I know when you grab someone and you hold on to them like you're doing a do-si-do, pass interference. Especially when you knock them out of bounds and the ball is still like 12 feet in the air. Like, oh, catch the ball at its highest point. I'm sorry, Dre Bell can't even catch the ball that high and he's 6'6". Or something like that. You know Dre, he's tall. Yeah. If Shaq can't jump up and catch that ball at no highest point, I'm sorry. Oh, I haven't charged you all weekend.
Oh.
Do you have anything to say?
No.
Are you sure? Anything?
I'm sure.
Oh, by the way, we did our yearly splurge on having pizza delivered. And while it is tasty, I do feel a little bit guilty about the sheer amount of grease that was on that, but damn, it tastes good. Yeah. I love the triple play pepperoni. It's got that nice little bit of like tang. I don't want to say spice because I know people are like, ooh, I don't like spice. But this wasn't spicy. This had that like pepperoni tang to it.
Yeah.
That I love. Good. Yeah. Oh God. All right.
Bye.